Alright, so we're here at the reptile house at Lilydale High School with Jake. How you going?
Good, how are you?
Good. That's good. Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah, I had an Eastern as well that was tiny and I had it for so long, it just never grew.
Really?
Alright.
Yeah.
Water dragon.
Just jump in, dude. Dive.
Frill neck. Do you know what locale this is, Jake?
I believe it's an long tertiary.
Yeah, it's a nice one. So they've got the frill, obviously, like a Dilophosaurus if you're talking dinosaurs.
Heck yeah.
Got big claws too. Good catch, by the way. But yeah.
If you keep it a little bit still, I can probably remotely get something.
Okay. Frill necks. I don't know what else there is to say. Found up north, Queensland, Northern Territory.
Yeah.
Do they go
Up
across
in
the
the
WA?
Guinea.
Nah, PNG instead.
I don't know if they do.
Yeah.
I think they're just along that sort of thing.
Yeah. They're more humid sort of. There we go. Not much else you can say about the central beardies, really.
How many types of lizards are in the tit?
In this one, Centrals, Easterns, why did I go so? Singlebacks and the water dragon. And the frillies, actually. They're out.
And
here.
there's a little turtle.
And
Six.
There's plenty of
Holy
turtles.
crap, it scared me.
Jake, this is an eastern beardy, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, there's two right next to each other.
Bit smaller than the centrals. Nicer looking though, even though they're darker. Alright, calm down. There we go.
Loz says,
Eastern bearded dragon.
Yeah, Loz. No. I'm confused with what you want me to.
Is it eastern shingleback? Yeah?
No, I don't know. South Australia.
Yeah. So Aspera. Yeah, eastern shingleback. There's not much else you can say. Looks like they have two heads. Bobtails is another word for them. What else have I heard? I've heard stumpy, sleepy, pinecone lizard.
Buttheads.
Yep, there's a whole list of common names for them, depending on which state you're from, pretty much. But yeah, that's this guy. Chuck him back more.
A lot of interaction with people as well, is that? Yeah.
It's taken like 5 years of working with him to like
How
get into
is
this.
that for an enclosure? That is huge.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because if you handle them when they're young and as they get to the adult stage, they're generally pretty good. It's just those that don't get handled, the ones that seem super aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like dedication to trying to tame. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's just.
Go for it.
Alright, so we've got some Lilydale High School Centralian blue tongues. They literally got these, 2 days ago now?
Yeah.
They're really rare in the hobby, and they're probably the coolest blue tongues you can get.
That tongue flicker is absolutely amazing.
And they've got really nice colours too, you can see on this one,
Yeah.
and that orangey one. So Melbourne Zoo had bubs of these when we went the other day, and they were literally about the same length as the tail. So you got the tail there, the bubs were probably that big, and they had really nice oranges in them too.
Yeah. These ones did look better on the photos when I was picking them out. Like obviously this one's like pretty decent, but these ones are pretty dull. Like
maybe they're
all
due for a
honesty.
shed.
Yeah, it could be that. Because in the photo I tried to get the ones that had the most colour, and the ones that looked healthy. But obviously they're wild caught.
Legally
wild caught, not just taken from the wild. So a permitted catcher has got them. So we don't know their age, and we don't know any of their genders yet. So I got to work that out. But yeah, so that's a risk with wild caught animals, is you don't know their age. So like potentially you could just get it and then it could die of old age, like straight away almost. Like it's a risk, unlikely, but it could happen. So.
And I think is it WA and Tassie are the only places that can do it.
Yeah.
I know Victoria you can't unless you specifically talk to the department and they allow, which would be really unlikely.
Yeah. So Western Australia is a permit, but over in Tasmania you don't need a permit.
Yeah.
So you can still, but you can't sell reptiles in Tasmania. You have to either trade, like swap, or just you release them if you produce babies.
But yeah, that's the Centralian blue tongues. We'll move on to the next thing. Mangrove monitor. Okay, cool. Mangrove monitor enclosure. Mostly water because they're aquatic. Yeah, go. That's the mangrove. We'll move on to the Mertens next. Or something else, we'll see. classic little baby bearded dragon. Mertens and some turtles. Are they Mary River turtles, I think? Yep, Mary River turtles. And Mertens water monitor. Okay. This is one of two. We'll be back. We'll go and grab it or have a look at the other one. It's over here. There's the other Mertens there. And there's another turtle.
Yeah.
Cunningham skink, found in Victoria, New South Wales and possibly Queensland. I think there's some area of Queensland. Their card's not here. Oh well. They've got this spiny tail which is quite common in the Agurnia genus, which is the family that they're a part of. Like the Gidgee skinks and the Hosmer skinks that are down there. But you can't see any of them. But yeah, this is a Cunningham skink, probably a Victorian locale, I'd say. But yeah, that's the Cunningham skink.
Yeah.
So here we have two Aki monitors. They're more yellow than red, probably Mount Isa locales. Jake, are these the two that were yours? Yeah, these are the parents of Jake's little Aki. They're also, you also hear them called spiny tails, and there's another name for them, but Akis is what I like to call them. They're nice little pocket rockets, and they love to be really, really warm, anywhere from 50 degrees plus on the hot spot. So you can see their enclosure here. It's about 120 by 60 by 40 odd thereabouts. And it's really hot on that hot spot, and they've got rocks and everything there. But yeah, that's these guys. Put it back and move on to the next thing.
Alright. Move back to touch.
Yep.
Yep.
So here we have a stores monitor. Just close up the door so the other one away. This is a little stores monitor.
Too close.
Sorry. They're really, really small. One of the smallest in Australia. Again, pocket rockets like the Akis. Nice small
Hold it still.
enclosure. Sorry. But yeah, that's little stores. Pretty decent handle once you grab them out. Grabbing them out is fun, but afterwards it's pretty good. But yeah, that's the stores. We'll move on to the next thing. So here we have a pygmy mulga or Gillen's monitor. Varanus gilleni. Good medium-sized monitor, a little smaller than an Aki. Bit harder to handle, obviously because they're a bit faster and smaller. Love eating their crickets and all things like that. They love more arboreal tanks like this one here. They like to climb up to the top and get really nice and warm. So yeah, this is the other group. They've got I think about 5 in here that I can see, and this guy here. But yeah, that's the Gillen's monitors. We'll move on to the next thing.
Jesse and I, we held that one in my video and stuff. Like, normally it's good.
There we go.
No, it's just
You recording now? So here we've got some more Akis. These are more yellow Aki monitors. They're more common of the Mount Isa and Queensland area. But yeah, these are the Akis. They're a bit bigger than the ones over there. There's a bit of debate whether the red Akis and yellow Akis are different species or not. But there is actually a different species of Aki monitor found on some of the islands off of the NT. But I don't think there's any in captivity though because of how rare they are. But yeah, I think that's about it for the Akis. Anything you want to say?
I mean, these ones here behind us, I mean, I know they're not really early. These are the last year's baby from the pair that Josh covered earlier. So hopefully mine grows up like these. They've got quite stunning oranges in the reds. So very different between like these two with the yellow and then the orange there, obviously. Yeah.
Chuck that one in there too. That one
Yeah,
getting in there, sort of. There we go.
Stunning lizards.
Yeah. Alright, we'll chuck them back now.
Yeah.
No, I just
One really fat, long one.
Yeah, I think there might be 3 because there's an orange, a grey, and then there's like that brownie.
Brownie, and then there's good scaly feet. So here we have a common scaly foot. Quite small. I thought they would be a bit bigger. See if there's another one. But these guys, as far as pet trade goes, really, really rare. I have barely seen these guys in private collections. They're found from the southern tip of Queensland down and across Victoria, down across to WA. one's a bit bigger.
Don't know where it's in the middle there.
Yeah, that is. Okay, so now I'm going to show some footage of me handling one of the Spencer's monitors. As far as large monitors go, they should be handled with caution. I wasn't using gloves because I've had lots of experience with large monitors and things like that. But it would be a much safer option if you did use gloves or just looked at them. As I said, I held it without gloves at my own risk and wouldn't recommend it to lots of other people. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the clips. Thanks, guys. Alright, Spencer's monitor. One of the medium to larger size monitors in Australia. I'll give you a mean bite, but this one was surprisingly easy to catch. Not as bad as Merton's. I tried to... Alright, calm down.
They're a bit more huff and puff.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Don't walk it though.
There we go. That's that one.
It stays warm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I grabbed out these guys. Thank you. I know that tree snake can't handle, but not necessarily handling it, just seeing it. Oh, it's sort of worked it out. Guys, come over here. It's sort of
Hello. What else can I do?
What's his name again?
just a shingle. But
Yeah.
Right, this way, Josh. So
hang on. Nah, don't worry about the shingle.
Actually, there is a boy out here.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. Alright.
I've been filming that whole thing, so just whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. So thanks, Jake, for letting me go to LHS.
No problem.
This has been heaps of fun. So we've got a couple of their different dragons here. Eastern Water Dragon, Central Beauty. I guess that's an Eastern, or one of them is an Eastern, one of them is a Central. Or both Centrals. We saw an Eastern before, and Philly there. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll leave a link to Jake's channel and Instagram in the description. Shout those out there.
So my YouTube is Aussie Reptiles with a Z, and then yeah, so my Instagram is also Aussie Reptiles with a Z, Aussie_Reptiles, but yes.
All good.